Trump says FEMA will be shut down. Federal disaster aid could end in 2025. No more shelters, no more supply drops. Preppers. Government help might vanish. Welcome to Preppers News from Preppers Paradigm. News and current events from a prepper's perspective. I use a computer-generated voice in these videos because an injury makes my own voice hard to understand. Today's story: Donald Trump just said FEMA will be dismantled after the 2025 hurricane season. If he goes through with it, federal disaster relief as we know it could disappear. Let's break down what he said and what it means for preppers. During a campaign stop in Florida on June 10th, Donald Trump told reporters that FEMA will be phased out after the 2025 hurricane season. He called the agency bloated, ineffective, and past its prime. According to Trump, disaster response should be handled by states and by what he called capable Americans. There's no detailed plan yet, but the message was clear: federal disaster aid is on the chopping block. This wasn't a vague statement or a joke. It was part of a serious policy promise. FEMA is the federal agency responsible for coordinating disaster response across the United States. That includes hurricanes, wildfires, floods, earthquakes, and more. It runs emergency shelters, supplies food and water, helps with evacuations, and supports long-term rebuilding. For many people, FEMA is the last line of support when everything else fails. But in the prepping world, trust in FEMA is already low. The agency has been criticized for being slow, disorganized, and unreliable. If Trump shuts it down, those criticisms won't matter anymore. The help just won't be there. If FEMA is shut down, responsibility for disaster response will shift entirely to state and local governments. That means help could vary wildly depending on where you live. Some areas might be overwhelmed and unable to respond. Others might not have the resources to evacuate residents, distribute food, or rebuild after a major event. Without FEMA, large-scale coordination disappears. No central supply chain, no federal aid packages, no national response teams. Disasters could become deadlier, recovery slower, and chaos more common. Preppers already know better than to rely solely on FEMA. But if Trump follows through, nobody will be able to rely on them. When the next major disaster hits, federal help might not come at all. If you've been putting off building your own plans and supplies, now's the time to act. This could be the final warning to be prepared and be ready to rely on your own supplies and skills. Like this video if you found it helpful, and hit subscribe for more Preppers News updates. Visit PreppersParadigm.com for practical prepping advice, gear tips, and real-world survival strategies. Thanks for watching Preppers News. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay ready.